All right, I'm going to be going over the one trade I took today in pre-market, kind of why I took it pre-market and why I expected the New York AM open volume to just push straight to my TP. Also, before I start, I have a Discord link in bio. I'm pretty active in there, so if you have any questions about anything, join up. It's free. The invite link is just sitting in the description, so do that if you want. All right, so let's just get straight into it immediately. Let me just do this. All right, so coming into the day, what do we see? Well, high time frame, what have we done overnight? Yesterday's move down kind of rebalanced this range, right? But now what do we have? We have this intermediate high resting above this 4-hour intermediate high, and we have this intermediate low resting below. So we have a high resistance versus high resistance scenario, and draws on each side. We either have all-time highs, so what I was expecting was if price breaks out of this range, then we're probably going to go to all-time highs for the rest of the week. And if we start respecting more internal imbalances, we are going to move down in hopes of filling up this new week opening gap, right? So what do I see in the lower time frame? All I'm looking for in a high resistance versus high resistance scenario is I'm looking for price to just kind of be respecting internal imbalances and kind of just showing me direction which it wants to go, right? So what do we have coming into open? Well, we have this structure, right? We are inside of this 4-hour gap right here. And currently, let me just move this back because this is low key when I take my trade. I took it like back here. Okay, yeah, so what do we see, right? Well, we have this huge unmitigated hourly gap resting right above. So pretty much all I was thinking coming to the day was I wanted to see price just distribute into this hourly gap being my agreed upon draw on liquidity, and I would literally just take any other side that it's showing me. So I would take a cont down or I would take a cont up if we just trade through it and we trade through this intermediate high. So the reason I ended up taking a pre-market trade is because I've backtested this a lot, or I haven't backtested a lot, but I've seen it in my backtesting tons where pre-market we are extremely bullish to our agreed upon draw on liquidity, right? So we take this day for example, we have this 15-minute gap right here. It gets respected and we start moving up, and this 15-minute gap is sponsored by this hourly gap right here that we just displace into and respect perfectly, getting this flip up. We get this huge hourly bullish close right here. Oh, we get this huge hourly bullish close right here, and we pretty much are just confirming that price wants to go towards this hourly gap, which is our agreed upon draw on liquidity. So price is going to hit this gap if it's bearish or bullish. So I was looking at this and I was thinking, okay, well, I will definitely catch an entry to this if price is showing it wants to go there, and I will use the 9:30 a.m. open like volume to push price towards this gap, because I've seen it so much in my back testing where we are so like bullish or bearish to like a draw on liquidity like this unmitigated gap, where we just open up and we just go immediately straight to it. We just flood to it. So if I can catch an entry somewhere down here a little bit before open, market open should just push up straight to my take profit. So here is where we get it. So we have this 5-minute inversion right here, and at this point I was like, okay, like I like this close, I like the close, and we are also respecting this 15-minute gap, so this low is protected. And this was around where I was looking for the long, but I wanted a little bit of a retrace because it's open. It's like before open, and I could see us kind of just chopping around, and maybe we go out and remanipulate this low, right? So I wanted a little bit more confirmation. Well, what do we see, right? We see this 5-minute close around here. We see the 5-minute close. We then start moving down, and what do we have lower? Well, we have, what was it? It was a 2-minute or is it a 4-minute, I think. Yeah, it was a 4-minute. So we have this 4-minute gap right here, and all I was looking for price to do was just tap into this 4-minute gap, and then I would just take a long because we have this 5-minute inversion right here. We have this kind of like low, like not necessarily low resistance liquidity, but we have these swing highs kind of leading towards this gap. This is a relative equal high. And an hourly unmitigated gap, so amazing target. We leave this swing right here. This is a perfect wick to target, and we also have these two little swings right here in the 5-minute and the 1-minute, kind of like a little bit of low resistance. So that's why I was willing to take this trade. All I was waiting for was the candle to displace into the 4-minute gap. We get the displacement. Once I start seeing a little bit movement up off this gap, I'm in the trade. I'm in the trade right here. I enter in long. I run my stop just below this 15-minute intermediate low, and I just target a simple 1-to-1 just a little bit inside the gap because I'm expecting market open to just rip straight up to my take profit, straight up inside this gap, and then distribute lower. So what happens after this? So I enter my position, and we wait a bit. We get a little bit choppy here. This takes out this high right here, gets taken out, we kind of just print this big wick. And at this point, I'm not really worried at all. I'm just kind of waiting for the market to open, and the plan pretty much is just to go break even as soon as this hits, and then we end up hitting take profit right here. I know it didn't do that on there, but you saw it hit take profit. So we hit take profit, and then the market dumps down immediately. So correct idea in every single way for me today. I literally never take pre-market trades like this, but today I was figuring, okay, Donald Trump literally speaks at 9:30, and we just look so bullish towards this hourly gap. So if we're gonna make a move down at all, we should just hit this hourly gap at open and just dump straight down. So that's exactly what happened. Great idea from me today. I know there was a good short opportunity over here. Maybe if it took a long, I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at PA today, but great trade today. Again, Discord, link in description, link in bio, whatever. So yeah, very proud today.